The title of the paper is Design of Online Teaching System for Innovation and Entrepreneurship of Finance Major based on Big Data. Name of author is Tong, Department of Economics, Shenyang Institute of Science and Technology. I will explain my paper from the following 4 aspects. 1. Backgrounds of online teaching system. 2. Introduction of my design. 3. How does my design work? 4. Conclusion. 1. Background of online teaching system. Online education is nothing new. Online education overcomes the biggest drawback of correspondence courses, meal transit time, and allows students to interact not only with the instructor but the other student in the class in real time. Traditional online teaching systems have many flaws and unstable connections. Therefore, in order to optimize the shortcomings of traditional online teaching systems, this paper designs a financial innovation and entrepreneurship online teaching system based on big data technology. 2. Introduction of my design. The design of the talent training system is not integrated with the entire institutional innovation training. First, the design of the entrepreneurship education system for finance major is not systematic. Second, innovation and entrepreneurship education mainly depends on the 2 links of colleague, theory teaching and practical teaching. In order to innovate the education model and upgrade the education system, my country uses computer technology to contrast an online teaching system for innovation and entrepreneurship in finance, and uses the advantages of computers to assist teachers and students in teaching and learning. 3. How does my design work? The hardware design of the online teaching system for innovation and ownership of finance majors based on big data. Computers are the material basis for the online teaching system for innovation and entrepreneurship of finance majors based on big data technology. In the process of online teaching, computers are the connection medium between teachers and students. Memory design. The memory is the instruction holder, which is mainly used to store the multiple instructions issued by the teacher and the multiple instructions replied by the students. The hardware is divided into 2 types, teacher-side memory and student-side memory, but the function is the same. The main function of the embedded computer is to enhance the overall enhance and anti-interference ability of the embedded computer remote-assisted teaching system. In the application process of system, the memory will first typeset and reprint the code commands input by the teacher in sequence, transmitted to the next hardware of system, when the received code instructions are too many or too cumbersome to be transmitted at one time, the memory will return the code instructions that have not been transmitted and keep the integrity of these code instructions at all times. Security and activity. After the code instruction being transmitted is completed, the memory will transmit the reserved code instruction again in order and ensure the perfect connection between the two before and after. Central processing unit. The central processing unit, also known as the CPU, is one of the core hardware of the system designed in this article. The processor is mainly composed of three unit parts, namely arithmetic logic unit, the control unit, the input-output unit. In the process of working, the hardware processor will first continuously accept the code instructions sent by the materials at both ends through the arithmetic logic unit and unitize these instructions. The main function of the arithmetic logic unit is to perform operations and comparisons on all unitized code instructions, and finally type-set functional modules. The control unit is a functional block that is mainly responsible for managing the overall actions of the united code instructions. Input device and output devices. The main function of the input device is to transmit the code instructions of the memory to the central processing unit of the system is used for calculation and analysis. And the main function of output device is to transmit the unitized code instruction set of the central processing unit to the memory. The difference from input device is that the output device has a unitized code instruction set. Software design of online teaching system for innovation and entrepreneurship of finance major based on big data technology. The program is the lead of the financial innovation and entrepreneurship online teaching system based on big data technology. Students and teachers interact through the program running on the computer. The main software design includes a big data server based on big data technology and a database based on big data technology. Big data server is currently the most widely used server with the most comprehensive performance. Based on big data technology, it refers to a computer that provides browsing of teaching information for the embedded computer remote assistant teaching system based on big data technology in the corresponding network environment program. Students and teachers can send teaching requests, teaching file, and other data information through the server. Generally speaking, a big data server included 4 working processes: establishing a connection, sending a request, sending a response, and closing the connection. The establishment of the connection is to connect the big data server and the browser through a network protocol, and the user can log into the browser to see if the connection is established. Sending requests means that users send requests to the big data server through the browser, such as login requests, access requests, teaching requests, and other required requests. After receiving the request, the big data server uses related logarithms to calculate process the request, and finally transmits the result to browser through the network protocol and displays the requested connect while displaying the result. After the end, disconnect the connection between the big data server and the browser, and maintain and upgrade the big data server. The database is an electronic file cabinet that stores teaching-related information. The teacher and students can add, download, update, and delete files in the database. The database can be divided into online learning database and online exam database according to system requirements. The required advantage based on big data technology is that if other attributes are changed during the learning process of students by entering the database system and training the corresponding attributes, the data in the previous learning process can be retained and the new model can be continued. The examination subsystem database and the student's online learning system subsystem database have the same characteristics. The most unique advantage of the student examination subsystem database is that for the inter-examination question of the STORM system, free administrators can be viewed only through fingerprint authentication, but not through passwords, which ensures the fairness of student examinations. Experimental research. Observing the above figure, we can see that combined with the traditional auxiliary teaching system, the financial innovation and entrepreneurship online teaching system proposed in this paper based on big data technology has shorter auxiliary time, can distinguish information in a short time, realize assistance, and has extremely strong assistance. The ability and auxiliary, in fact, are better, and it is more suitable for practical applications. Conclusion. Based on big data technology, this paper designs online education system for finance innovation and entrepreneurship based on big data technology. It uses computer as the medium and the software program as the leading factor. The memory, central processing unit, input and output devices are designed in detail. Application programs such as physics foundation and big data server and database realized remote embedded auxiliary teaching system, which provides convenience for students, remote online examination, and online learning, and not only enables teachers to more accurately and clearly understand the true abilities of students. Acute evaluation is in order to specific a responsible teaching plan, but also to enable students to obtain better education resources at home and provide them with a good teaching environment. Thank you for your listening.